Hey, I just wanted to try this vlog thing. It's not my first vlog, but it'll be like my first like talking head, like sitting down and talking to the camera. But I just wanted to talk about like my videography. I've been doing it for about 3 years now. It's coming up on 3 years, and in about I've been doing this for 4 months actually for full time. So I get enough clients to able to let me work for myself, which has been great. There's a lot of things that come with that. Like, biggest thing is like just the freedom. Like, you kind of make your own schedule. Yeah, like you gotta coordinate with your clients. What times work best for them. It's you get your own schedule. Like you want to go somewhere. Like, it's pretty great. Another thing that comes with it is like you get to pick your clients. One thing I'm learning is like not everyone's gonna be right for you. Like, as far as like, you can kind of tell when a client's not going to be, worth worth it, or it's just going to be something's off about it, and you just kind of like, no, refer them to someone else. But yeah, it's been great. It's very rewarding to see, your work come, like all your efforts, all the time you put in, all the late nights, the early mornings you put in, like come together, and you know all of it starts paying off. It's really a great feeling when someone, like a potential client, sees like your work and they're like, hey, like, can you do that for us? And it's very rewarding. The scariest thing was taking that leap of faith, quitting that 9 to 5, not knowing what's going to happen. Like, you're taking that leap of faith into the unknown. And I learned that that's when you jump, that's when you take that leap. I always thought it was a saying, like, when you're scared the most, like, that's when you jump. I thought that was, just, I heard that a lot, and I didn't really think anything of it until, I actually had to do it when I was working my 9 to 5 job, just putting this off for months and months. Oh, I'll be ready. I'll be ready when I do this, and I'll meet that. No, I'm not ready. I'll be ready when I do this, and it just month after month kept going, and I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta I gotta jump. It's been great. It's been a great journey. Still room to grow, and still learning a lot. I'm learning something new every day, whether it's editing or color grading or any kind of like sales tactic. For any of you guys that you want to start your business, you want to go full time, you'll never be ready. You'll never be fully prepared. You gotta do it. If you fail, like, who cares? Like, if you gotta go back to a 9 to 5 for a little bit, who cares? You're working on your dreams, and that's a lot more than people can say for themselves. Like, there's nothing wrong with working like a 9 to 5. You're working on yourself. You're working on your dream. That's a lot more than people can say for themselves. Sorry, I feel like I'm on like autopilot here. Don't really have a script for this. Clients come and go. You get new clients. It's another thing, like, just kind of like the little small steps you take, as far as like you get a bigger client, you get a very professional client, they just keeps going, and like you move on from that like low level, low paying job, and you kind of increase your prices and whatever, and it just keeps going from there. And I'm humble but hungry, and it's very rewarding. I'm proud of myself as from where I started to where I am now. I mean, I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm like extremely proud of myself. Like I said earlier, like all the late nights and the early mornings I put in, just making sure this content's good to put out for my clients, and or even just the stuff that I do for as a passion project, coming to life, like seeing my vision, on screen, and it's very rewarding, very worth it. It's funny, I kind of feel like I'm taking another leap of faith with this vlogging thing. I want to start vlogging. I want to start documenting things. I might, invest in the Action 5s, Osmo Action 5s. I've heard some good things about those. I do want to get into more like wildlife stuff, or, kind of landscaping, videography, and the Osmo's pretty fragile. It's not going to be for that, but yeah, some new things I want to try. I did do nature photography one time, and I absolutely enjoy that. Just leave whenever I want, go camping for a few days or a week or whatever, and just go out in the woods and capture what you capture. That's something I want to chase. Another thing is I'll start working on, more short films, having those start come to life, as far as like, well, improving like the process, like, storyboarding, like mood boards, stuff like logistics, stuff like that. For me, I'm kind of like a jack of all trades right now. I don't really have like a niche. The main thing I've been doing is like kind of business business to business, they call it, for, just making like promos or custom videos for businesses here in Arizona. I kind of, I like that I'm doing that. I like, you know, it's more like a help me help you kind of thing. We're helping each other make money, and everything's going good. I like when my clients tell me that they're getting like a good ROI. They're like, oh, like this, I'm so glad, I'm so happy with this outcome. And that's all I had to say for today. Just, like Shia LaBeouf said, like, don't let your dreams be dreams. That used to be a meme, and now it's like, it's reality. Like, you know, make it happen. Do anything put in the work. Put in the work to make it happen. But I've been talking out of my ass for a few minutes, but I'll see you guys in the next vlog.